Hello, great learners. My name is Teacher Jonathan. Welcome to Easy LM Learning Simplified. In our lesson for today, Mathematics for Grade 6, we will be dealing with squares of whole numbers. And in our squares for whole numbers today, we'll be working with squares from 1 to 50. Squares between 1 and 50. How do we compute squares of a number? Or how do we compute square of a number? Now, learners, I would like us, we group up, and after we group up in our groups, let us pick some blocks. We work with blocks today. And now we'll come to our nature corner, pick some blocks here with me, and bring them to the table. Now, with these blocks, I would like us, we do the following. While in our groups, learners, I would like us, we do the following activity. Remember, I said our activity is not an individual activity. It is a team work because we are working as a group. So do not work alone, work as a group. Remember, unity is key, perseverance is key, socialization is key, working together is very key. Remember, we are one nation, we are one people, and we embrace unity. Now, with this, I would like us now we arrange them to form different squares. Remember, this is a block in cube form. It's a block in cube form, but I would like us now we use it to form bigger squares. It is in square form or a cube form. Remember, while you are in grade 5, you learned that a cube has a 2D shape called square. So let us now use this, the first one. We want to arrange to come up with different squares. Remember, we said a square has all sides equal. A square has all sides equal. A figure, to have the qualities of a square or to be called a square, it should have all sides equal. So that is the first square. We can also form a different one. Can also try to arrange to come up with a different shape. That is another shape. I hope you have done what I've done also. That is another shape. Let us trace what we have drawn or what we have arranged here on the board. This is what we have. The first one and the second one. The first one looks like this, and the second one looks like this. The second one looks like this. I'm just doing a sketch of what we have displayed there. This is just a sketch of our displays there. Now, let us now come back here. I would like us now, we pick the first one. The first one is the one that I've drawn there. Now, how many cubes, how many small cubes this size have we used to come up with this? We can count and see how many we have used. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is what we have. We have 4. But we have used these 4 to bring them together. So the total number of our cubes are 4. In your group, I hope you have 4 too. Now, before we go to the next one, how have we arrived to 4? How have we got 4? It means we have arranged cubes equally. That is to mean we have 2 this side, 2 this side, 2 this side, 2 this side. Now, before we continue with this, let us turn to this other bigger cube. This cube, we have used single cubes. This is 1. How many have we used to come up with this bigger cube? We can count them. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Do you have 9 also, like the way I have? Yes. Now, these are 9. That is to mean, going this side, remember, we have what we call columns and rows. So if we go this side, we have how many? 1, 2, 3. And if we go this side, we have how many? 1, 2, and 3. And also, coming this side, we have 3. So we have 3 columns and 3 rows. 3 columns, 3 rows to come up with this big cube. So if I transfer the same concept here, it means now rows we have 1, 2. So we have 2 rows, and columns we have how many? 1, 2. So 2, when you multiply with 2, you get 4. Remember when we counted individual cube, we had 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4. The same case here, we have how many? There we have counted 9. Let us count, we see whether we have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it means we have how many rows? 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 rows multiplied by what? How many columns? 1, 2, 3. 3 columns to get 9. And exactly that is what we have. So it will be also correct to say this: 2 squared is equals to 4, and 3 squared is equals to 9. What are all these which I've written? 2 on top of another, it means the number has been multiplied by itself. It is me multiplying by me to get the product. Same case here, we have a 2 on top of 3. It means 3 has been multiplied by 3 2 times. It is 3 2 times, multiplied 2 times to get 9. So what is a square now? What is square? Square number is the product of the number multiplied by itself. Square number is the product of a number multiplied by itself. Square number is a number. Square number is the product. Square number is the product, not a number. Square number is the product. Square number is a product of a number multiplied by itself. Square number is a product of a number multiplied by itself. Square number is the product of a number multiplied by itself. So if square number is the product, this is now our square. Square of 2, it means now we are looking at its product. We need the square number is the product. We need the product. The product is what we get when we multiply numbers. And the square number we have gotten is the product of a number multiplied by itself. So when I multiply a number by itself, whatever I get is what we call the square number. So 2 multiplied by 2 to get 4. So the square number is 4 because 2 has been multiplied by itself to get the 4. The product of 3 multiplied by 3 is 9. So for me to get 9, I've done what? I've multiplied 3 by itself. So the product of 3 multiplied by itself is the square number. That is what we call the square number. So let me ask this question now. When we multiply, what is the square of 4? What is the square of 4? What is the square of 4? This is another example. What is the square? What is the square of 4? In other words, it is asking, what is the square of 4? It is asking 4 multiplied by itself. What is the square of 4? 4 multiplied by itself, and it has a 2 on top. It is 4 having a 2 on top. Or it is 4 multiplied by 4. So what is 4 multiplied by 4? And this now brings us to our multiplication table. We have a multiplication table here. So we have 4. When multiplied by 4, what do we get? We have 4. When multiplied by 4, what do we get? You come at the junction, it is 16. So 16 is our answer. 4 multiplied by itself, we get 16. 4 multiplied by itself, we get 16. That is how we have settled at that square. In other words, if you were to show it here, it means now each we have 4 columns and 4 rows. So we have 4 columns. I can add extras here. 2, 3. I need 4 rows and 4 columns. Let us try to see whether they are 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you are to count all of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We were correct. So square of 4 or 4 multiplied by itself is 16. Another example, we can also use the multiplication table. What is the square of 10? So now I've written it like this. What is the square of 10? You can either go to the multiplication table. In other words, this is asking 10 multiplied by 10. What is the answer? Go to the multiplication table. Here we have 10 and we also have 10. Where they meet is what gives us the answer. 10 meets the other 10 at 100. So square of 10 or 10 multiplied by 10 is giving us 100. So the square of 10 is 100. With this, learners, can we try solving the following task? And in our task, work out the following. What is the square of? What is the square of? We are working out squares, work out squares. And the squares you are working out are of number 1, 25, number 2, 18, number 3, we have 50. Remember, we have said up to 50. Up to 50. In other words, it is asking you 25 multiplied by 25. 18 multiplied by 18. 50 multiplied by 50. This is also nice for you to try. And with this marks the end of our lesson. But remember to do more practice on squares of numbers. And these squares are squares of whole numbers up to 50. Up to 50. With this, let us meet in the next lesson. Bye-bye.